Hey, what is up? It is Dean. Today is Sunday. And what does that mean? Well, it means it's family day, right? You're supposed to just chill with the family, relax, and enjoy, right? Well, it's kind of hard to do that when you have 7 kids. And so, one of the things that we had to figure out very quickly was how to create a system where we could get everything that needs to get done, even on Sunday, even on the even on the day of rest. We had to get things done, right? Even in so whether we're doing business, whether we're doing something exercise wise, we're always wanting to develop a system. If you've been watching any of the videos and or any of my books or anything like that, everything is based around systems, right? So that being said, I wanted to share our system, our family system, how we get things done in the morning and how we're able to do it as effectively and efficiently as possible with kids ranging from 12 all the way down to 1.5. Well, of course, the 1.5 isn't doing much, but in between, we're able to get a lot of stuff done. So one of the problems, which if you're a parent, you've probably faced, and you're probably thinking like, why are we talking about this? This is business, right? Dean, this is a business stuff. No, family, if you can't manage your family, you're not going to be able to manage your business, right? Just like if you can't do anything health wise, say you get sick all the time, your business is going to suffer. So this is what we talk about now. Sorry, we talk about everything because everything is associated with profit. And if you're not profitable in your family, you're not going to be profitable in your business. If you're not profitable in your health, you're not going to be profitable in business. If you're not profitable spiritually, you're not going to be profitable in your business. So one of the big things that we ran into as we were growing our family was how do you get everything done? It was my wife and I constantly doing chores all the time and almost feeling like we had to every day divvy out the chores, right? Every day you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And it was a daily thing and it would become such a hassle, especially when the kids are like, "Well, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do this." And it was like pulling teeth, right? And that can really wear on you, especially in the morning when that's the most sacred time, right? That's the stuff that's going to prepare you for the rest of the day. And so we just had issue after issue after issue with getting our kids to, it's not just our kids to do the things, but really having a good way of divvying out the chores. So we live on 20 acres, so it's not just clean your room. It's not just do the dishes. It's not just clean the bathrooms. We have kitchen. We have the kitchen. We have the living room. We have the school room. We have the playroom. We have everybody's own room. We have laundry. We have folding clothes. We have all of these things. In addition to that, we have feeding the chickens, giving water to the chickens. Feeding the dog, taking the dog for a walk, cleaning some doo-doo. Cleaning doo-doo, not chicken doo-doo all the time, but definitely dog doo-doo. And a whole bunch of different things, sweeping outside, all of that stuff. So there's a ton of things that need to be done. And to have to every day say, you do this, you do that, you do this, it became really cumbersome. And it seemed like it was just faster to do it ourselves. But as we started doing it ourselves, as my wife is doing the dishes all the time, she got to be completely stressed out, right? I got stressed out too because it was just us doing it all the time. And the kids maybe doing their room or whatever and nothing really got done. So we have a system now that works. It works really, really well. And literally the only thing that you have to do once it's all set in place is change a couple of dots. Just change a couple of dots on your board and you got some things going on. So I actually got this idea from, it was a book by a lady. I don't remember who it was. I would give credit to, let's see if I can find it real quick. I always like giving credit to people when I find things like this. Family chore zones. I can tell right away if it's the thing. Okay, yeah. So it's at notconsumed.com, notconsumed.com. They have a really good thing for different zones, different chores and things like that that you can do, and a whole bunch of different tools that you can use. And we had to modify it for our own family, but the concept of the zones are good. And then we actually took it a step further so that everyone knew exactly what they were going to do. And I'm going to take you through that right now. So the idea is that you're going to have separate zones for your house and for outside or whatever, okay? So in our case, let me bring this up real quick. So in our case, you'll see right here, we have zone 1. So zone 1 is clean the playroom, clean the bathrooms, upstairs, actually all the bathrooms, upstairs bathrooms, downstairs bathrooms, vacuum just on Wednesday, and pick up the hall. Pick up the hall, and there's one more thing in there. What was that? I can't read it. But pick up the hall, and then another thing that's in there, right? Zone 2, so we actually moved. So for us, we moved a couple of things to a different zone, and we have. You'll see later on why we did that. But we had clean bathrooms. Okay, clean bathrooms downstairs. Put all shoes away. We had in that area, we had cleaning the living room, vacuuming the schoolroom, things like that. In zone 3, we had other things like rinse plate. So zone 3 is all the kitchen, like clean the dishes, rinse plates, vacuum, clean the dining room table, things like that. And zone 4 is our outside. We need to actually re-chalk that. But zone 4 is our outside. So feed the dog, feed Luna outside. Clean the chicken coop, feed the chickens, sweep all the pine needles off the driveway. Clean all the doo-doo, right? All that stuff outside, okay? So we have all of those zones. And here's the key that helped us tremendously. It made it so where it actually was fun. It's fun because every 2 weeks we switch up who has these zones. So the first thing we did was we developed a little chart like this. So I'm gonna put this right here. I know it's blocking my face, but that's for a reason. So we have a little chart right here. So you see zone 1, there's two right in the center, and then 3 and 4. We actually put a couple people together this because of this way. There was a reason why we did this, because we wanted to have some people with other people. But generally, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what we do is we put someone who's older with someone who is younger. So somebody who's older with someone who's younger. And each dot represents what zone that particular person has on the left-hand side, okay? So when somebody has zone 1, you'll see right here, you'll see that there's 2 dots under zone 1. There's 2 dots under zone 3, and there's 3 dots under zone 4. So the reason why we kind of merged zone 2 into zone 3, we merged zone 2 into zone 3 so that we could actually have 2 adults with, or 2 older people with one of the very younger folk, okay? And so when you do it this way, you always have someone who's kind of a mentor teaching the younger person how to clean the dishes, how to fold the clothes, how to do all of those things. And then what's cool is after 2 weeks, and I'm going to take this away. After 2 weeks, you change it all up. All you do is move the dots to wherever you want them to be, whatever you want the teams to be. Then the kids go and check it out. And now they're like, oh, cool, I'm with so-and-so. I'm over here doing zone 3 with mommy. I'm doing zone 1 with daddy. I'm outside doing zone 3 with my older sister, or zone 4 with my older sister. And it makes things extremely, extremely easy, so that in the morning, after prayer, after whatever it is that you do as your morning routine, boom, for the next 2 weeks, I'm cleaning the dishes. I'm doing the dining room table. I'm making the little vacuum robots, making sure that they're running. Whatever it might be, it's happening every day so that mommy and daddy are not doing all of the stuff for all of the chores. And then on top of that, we're not having to constantly delegate, right? Yes, my dear. Let me go ask mama. Okay, then go ahead. Oh, but you need my phone? Okay, let me finish my video real quick. Okay, so that's how you can create this really easy system. So here's once again the zones that we use, and this could be anything. You might have a smaller house, you might have a bigger house, you might not have outside chores. You might have outside chores where it's mowing the lawn, things like that. We don't have a lawn. I essentially mow once a year a whole bunch of crap, but the outside can be something, cleaning, mowing the lawn. It could be weeding. It could be doing whatever. You have the inside, you have the bathrooms, you have the laundry room, whatever you want those zones to be, those specific zones. And then when you set up just this little table like this, you're able to very quickly move the dots. I recommend every 2 weeks changing it up, because you can do 1 week, but you have 2 weeks of it going on, the little ones start getting into the habits. They start learning what needs to be done, and it's huge. It's powerful. And the cool thing is, the day is set. So now when I go and do my business, when I'm in my office actually working on my business, I'm not having to worry about my wife stressing out over the dishes, or me stressing out because I don't have, clean clothes or anything like that. Everybody's helping. Everybody in the family is helping, from the oldest down to the youngest. And it does get a little frustrating for the older ones with the younger ones. So you kind of want to be a little bit lenient with them, because it can be hard, especially if they're super young. And so you have to mentor a little bit alongside. But ultimately, the little ones start finding it fun and start growing in doing the zones. And literally all you have to do is, after your routine in the morning, say, okay, everybody, let's go do our zones for the next hour or the next half hour or whatever. And boom, everyone goes and is able to start doing that. So that's our system that we use. So once again, we have our little zones. It could be, you can have 5 zones, you can have 2 zones, you can have 1 zone, you could have however many zones you want. And then a table that we use to assign each one of those zones. Simple as that. It works out really, really well for large families. And whether you have a large family or not, it makes it easy. So, all right. So it's Dean, and I will catch you on the next video. Hope you enjoy your weekend, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.